role and you found yourself in a situation where people are doubting you. Maybe people have started to doubt you and you're a little frustrated by that. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 steps. Now, there are more than three, but I wanted to at least highlight 3 steps that you can start working on today that can help you to reclaim your executive presence when you get the sense that people are doubting you. Now, I do want to say that this week specifically, we're going to talk about a bit more complex topics here on the channel. And if you're watching the replay, you're welcome to join me. Everything is on my community tab in terms of the schedule. But this is a major issue. This is something that comes up a lot. You'll find yourself in situations where you may be doubted by your executive presence only because you are outperforming perhaps your coworkers or maybe even your supervisor or your boss. It could be happening because there's something that you're doing that is taken away from your executive presence. So we're going to talk a lot about that. I have an entire playlist on my channel dedicated to executive presence mastery. The 3 steps that I want you to take, well, one I'm going to tell you is not a step that I'm going to include, but really be able to put yourself in a situation where you can protect your executive presence at all times. That's number one. But the steps I want to share with you is if you feel like you're being doubted and your executive presence is being doubted, the first thing you want to do is change how you are communicating. You may have found yourself in a situation where you are communicating in more of a lax way. Now, how many of you have been in a situation where you've been in a role for a long time, you are the leader, but you find yourself being a bit more lax in how you communicate? Maybe you talk about topics that are not appropriate for you to talk about at this particular stage of your career and etc. How many of you have experienced that? It happens to the best of us. But keep in mind, when you're trying to reclaim your executive presence back, you need to change how you communicate. Meaning, specifically, be a bit more formal in your communication. Use all the skills I'll teach you here on the channel in terms of being able to communicate in high stakes, high pressure situations, your tone of voice, your eye contact, body language, and etc. So that's all a video we can talk about for another day. But the first step is you want to change how you communicate, be very concise, be very direct. We're trying to reclaim your executive presence back. And as I mentioned earlier, it is a lot harder to reclaim it back when you have lost it. But you can still do it. If you need some support with it, contact me at exciteexcellence.org. The second thing, the second strategy, thank you for the heart emojis, that I want to share with you that can help you reclaim back your executive presence when you've been doubted is to speak with data. So gather some data points, some KPIs, some metrics, some statistics, and that needs to be your talking point. Why do I say this? Because this will allow you to start building credibility back. When people are doubting your executive presence, there's a certain aspect of your credibility that they may not believe in, and you have to bring that back. You have to reclaim it back. And a great way to do that is to speak through data. I want to say hello and welcome to those of you watching the live today. Let me know what part of the big, beautiful world you are joining from today. And if you've ever been in a situation where you have been doubted and you feel like your executive presence took a hit, let me know in the comments below. Now, my third and final step I want to share with you that will help you be able to navigate this situation. And we talked about 2 already. We've talked about changing how you communicate, speak with data. And third and finally is know that you have to be consistent. That is the third step. This step will completely change how you communicate as a leader. Consistency is key. The reason why people become doubted, and I'm not going to say the sole reason. As I mentioned, there's other variables that happen. You just may be outperforming everybody else. There's a lot of reasons that can happen as to why people start to doubt you. Maybe they're feeling a bit intimidated by how you are presenting yourself and what you're doing. But being consistent is so incredibly important. So incredibly important, because if you're not consistent in terms of how you are communicating, these steps I shared with you, as I mentioned, there's a lot more, but the steps that I shared with you, it will make it very difficult for you to reclaim your executive presence back. This is the reason why you subscribe to this channel, because I'm here to support you on your journey. I know that these situations, when they happen, are very, very stressful, especially when you find yourself in a situation where you are the person that's doing really well or has done well, and then you notice that people start doubting you. As I mentioned, we're going to talk a lot about this week. There's a lot of challenging situations we're going to talk about this week, so just be ready for that. I want to say hello to Della. Hope you're doing well. And if you like this information, you're always welcome to subscribe to the channel. I talk about advanced communication skills and strategies that will help you to communicate more confidently and concisely under pressure. This is the only channel on YouTube that focuses on high stakes, high pressure situations in terms of how do you communicate under pressure. If you're a woman in leadership, you're welcome to reach out to me at exciteexcellence.org. I'm here to support you. And if you're new to me, I will share with you a couple of insights daily here on